Hello mathematicians. Today we will be looking at a new multiplication strategy. This strategy is called the break apart strategy. So the way that this strategy works is that it'll help us to see multiplication. We can actually draw out arrays to help us see this. So here is my scenario. Let me tell you about what's happening. So Mrs. Folks' class is having a show, and parents are going to come see this show. So I'm going to write down my notes so that I remember. So I'm having a class show, and let's see, 24 parents were able to come to this show to see our class. But we're trying to figure out how to organize the seating for our parents so that they're comfortable. So the way that I'm going to do this using the break apart strategy is I'm going to start out with two arrays that I know of to break up my 24 parents. And I know that I can break up my parents with a 6 by 4 array. I know that 6 times 4 is 24. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my first array. I kind of like to do a box because it helps me see it a little better. So I'm going to, no matter what, we've decided that we want 6 parents in each row. That is not going to change. So both of my arrays are my two ways of seating my parents. 6 is not going to change. We want 6 parents in each row. But I'll put a little mark over here so that you can see the difference. But the problem is that we want to figure out two ways to organize it and then decide which way we're going to pick to organize it. So no matter what, I have 6 parents in each row, and I'll put a 4 over here, 4 rows. But like I said, I want to make sure that we organize it in two ways to figure out which way works best. So no matter what, my 6 is not going to change. We want to have 6 parents in each row. But we're going to change the way we organize them. So let's start. How can I organize 4? I'm not changing my 6. I guess one way I can organize 4 is I can organize it into 2 and 2, so I can split it in half. So I'll put kind of like a little line here so that I don't forget that I did that. And so I have 6 parents in each row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm not changing my 6, so another row of 6. And I said that I was going to have 2, but now I split it into another group of 2. So I'll do another 6, and then I'll do another 6. So that's one way I can arrange to figure it out. So here I organized it into 2 by 2 with the 6 rows. But here I need a new way to do it. So I think another way I'm going to do it is to break up 4. I'll break it up into 3 and 1. So take away my 4 again. And let me show my divider between the two. I'm not changing my parents, but I'm changing my organization. So now I'm going to have 3 rows of 6. And another row to match my new organization. There we go. And I have one last row left of 6. Okay, so I found 2 ways to organize my parents, but now I need to make number sentences to show that these are 2 ways that work, just different ways of organizing them. So here we go. Let's try it out. For this one, we did a 6 by 4, just the same, but we broke it up into 2. So here I did 6 by 2 is 12 for 1, and then we did another 6 by 2 is 12. And then if I add 12 plus 12, I get 24. So let me check in. First of all, does this match 6 times 4? Does all of this match 6 times 4? Well, 6 times 4 equals 24. So it does match my answer when I broke it into these 2 groups. So let's try this array over here to see if the break apart strategy works for this one, how I broke it up. So for this one, I started with 6 times 3, and I got 18, but I also broke it up into 6 times 1, so I got 6. Let's see, does 18 plus 6 match my 24 answer? Yes, it does. It matches 6 times 4 equals 24. So using the break apart strategy, I broke up my arrays to organize my multiplication problem where I had 24 parents and I was trying to figure out how to seat them. So both ways that I broke it up, I broke up the 4 into 2 and 2, and I broke up the 4 into 3 and 1. No matter what, I didn't change my 6 rows of parents, but I changed how I broke up my array, and no matter what, it still equals 24. So that shows that my answer and the way I broke apart my arrays is correct. Thank you for watching. I hope that you can use this break apart strategy to help you solve in the future.